Yeah, that's crazy. Chino in front of the camera,
This
like
is fantastic.
this is monumental. Like this is crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
I like this. So we're good.
How are we looking, Sim?
We're
I
chilling.
think
We're
it
good.
looks
We're good.
All right. All right, we're good.
We're in it.
Oh, man.
We're officially in it. All right. Welcome to Happy Power. We have some special guests on today. So we have Sutren, obviously co-host. He made his debut.
Yeah.
You guys already seen that. Now we have David, the man behind the damn camera, along with his
Wild.
partner Jay, right?
Yes, sir.
The man behind a lot of cameras.
Yeah, the man behind a lot of cameras. They also just opened up their own studio, 1096, right?
Yes, 1096 Studios.
Just a couple months ago.
Yes.
So we'll be talking a little bit about that. It's going to be a content episode in general. Like
Right.
we talk about lifting all the damn
Creatives.
time.
A little bit of lifting.
We'll get in some lifting.
A little bit of a lot of business.
a lot of business, a lot of content creation, do's and don'ts,
Yes.
the trends these days. Shit's getting crazy.
Yep.
So
Yes.
Let's do a little intro to Chino and Jay.
yeah,
Chino, you start.
Oh man. All right. Where do we start?
You on the spot, bro.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, pretty much all my life, I've always been like somewhat creative. Whether it's been like just drawing, doodling, playing with Legos. But yeah, what really kicked off like the whole video editing and camera stuff was Call of Duty. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty growing up. Like, a big just gaming background in general. And you know, with Call of Duty, we would make these like little montages. Sue knows all about that.
Yep.
And I was never really a good Call of Duty player. I was pretty good, but then I wasn't as good as like everyone else I played with. So instead of like playing, I just started editing like all my friends' clips and stuff.
Bro, that's me like with fitness, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
how
damn,
long
I'm
ago was
actually-
this?
This was like 2010,
Damn, I was gonna say this is like
2011,
this has
2012.
gotta be like way
Back in
back.
the day.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
Back in the day. And then eventually I would join like these editing groups. And those were like, that was actually like my first like media group. So like I would just join these little editing groups and like we would edit like montages for like these big clans like FaZe Clan and stuff.
Oh shit.
And it wasn't FaZe Clan, but it was just all like all the other little clans, but like make like, I don't know, I'm like what, like 12, 13 years old. I'm making like $100.
Damn,
That's the grind.
you've been an entrepreneur from day one.
Yeah, and then you know, just like just do that like all summer. You know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then
never,
eventually
never go outside.
never go outside.
Those are the good days. Just
I mean,
You
you
didn't
know,
play
no
basketball.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
Seen that jumper.
I had my days we used to go outside and play manhunt and stuff.
Oh yeah. That was
But
like-
then yeah, so through just video editing and stuff, I was like, damn, I really like this, and like maybe one day make this a career.
There you go.
So I ended up going to the high school I went to. Later found out it was actually like a technical, like a trade school. And they so happened to have a photography class. I was like, oh, bet, I'm going to take this. And then from there, took it, went through the 4 years of it, absolutely hated it. You know, it's just like school in general. It's very textbook based.
Yeah.
They don't put you out in the field. You know, don't really do nothing. So I was like, man, I fucking hate this shit. I'm going to go to college, get a real job. Oh, at the time, too, like in high school, I really got into fitness and stuff. And I originally wanted to be like get into physical therapy. That was like my big thing. You know, being Asian and stuff, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always
Doctor. you have to be
do
doctor.
something.
You must
I
be
was like-
doctor.
That expectation, doctor, nothing.
Yeah.
like I'm not good at math, so I can't be an engineer.
man.
I'm not smart
I wanna
enough to be
say
an
both.
actual surgeon, but you know, I feel like physical therapy was good. And then I found out at Temple you actually needed to like do all like that bullshit science stuff. So I was like, I'm just
apply
gonna
yourself, man.
I'm just going to computer science. But I don't know. College was weird for me. Went through like 15 different majors. Ended up dropping out to pursue content creation full time. But yeah, even throughout college, I don't know, always just find my way like back behind the camera, or at least just always have an interest in it. And like sophomore year, I just was like, all right, fuck it. I just bought a camera, and I actually bought the camera from his. So he was working at like a retail store at like Franklin Mills Mall, and he sold me my first camera.
No way.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he sold me my first camera. And
Shit
then,
comes full circle.
yeah. Oh, it gets even deeper than that. It gets deeper than that. But yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Got my camera. I don't know. Here I am now.
You litty.
Yeah.
Yeah, if people don't know, Dave is like, you're the first videographer that's ever done anything for PWRBLD brand. when I just was like, I'm gonna make this fucking Power Build brand thing, and I was like, we need like a cool video. So I got like a couple people I know, like some, not even influencers. It was like Andre. Hannah's like kind of like influencer-ish at the time. I forget, it was like me and maybe somebody else, but David was the first one to ever shoot a piece of content for a Power Build brand.
I remember that too because I always knew who you were because it was, you know, he was
Yeah, he was that bull.
Yeah, Warhouse at the
yeah.
time. I was like, it was always like a dream of mine in the beginning. It's like, damn, it would be lit to be like just to do content for a gym, like full time or like to some capacity. Obviously, here we are now, but I know initially like you were looking for someone. I just never reached out to you, and then like a couple months later, you reached out to me.
Yeah.
And like, I think our first shoot, it was like during like a weekday and stuff. I had classes. I literally skipped my class. I was like, nah, I can't miss out on this.
Hey.
So I got my little, my broken down 2004 Honda Accord. It was funny too, cause like the week before I got in an accident, and like my hood wasn't connecting to the thing. so I had
flying
like,
off.
I had like the hood latch like bungee cord to like some part of the bottom of my car. I know halfway there.
Yo.
Whatever it takes.
Right. Whatever.
The hood literally came up.
Dang.
It like literally just came up. I was like, damn, this is bad. I'm gonna still make it though. And then yeah,
That's funny.
the rest is history.
Damn, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
5 years, I think.
It's crazy.
Something like that.
2018.
2018 is when like the brand officially, yeah.
What a good year.
Intermission. Can we take a shot?
What do you want, Sue?
Makers.
Damn, he likes that bite.
That should be hitting.
Makers is the go-to. Can't go wrong.
I really want to try that, but we gotta finish this.
What, the American one?
Yeah. Cause that thing's sealed.
Yeah.
Oh, you need your chaser?
I'm just gonna take a shot, bro.
Oh, no
You
chaser.
walling out.
I'm just gonna take a shot.
Oh man, no chaser. Okay.
All right. God damn. My bad. Always does that.
Those are reasonable. Those are respectable.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a small cup.
Yeah, that's true. All right, cheers.
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 Oh man, smooth.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
I like it.
Creamy.
Yeah, it's got good flavor. Reasonable price. Use code PWRBLD at your local wine and spirits.
Bro, we're gonna get a
$100
sponsorship
bottle.
soon.
Won't do shit, but just use it. Maybe we can work something.
We're gonna get a sponsorship soon.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
soon.
Don't worry.
Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Please
Liquid
look at
Death.
that.
I won't be drinking this Perrier shit if you guys would sponsor us. Just saying.
Soda water.
Soda water, yeah.
All right. Anyways, all right, Jay. You have a table.
Yes.
Introduce yourself. Let them know. Let them know.
So yeah, I feel like that's why we would like work so good together, because like our paths are kind of the same, dealing with like how we grew up. Like I always knew, well, before the whole art thing, when I was probably like 6 years old, I did wanted to be a cop. Like a lot of people don't know that, but I kind of was just like, I'm not trying to, die. So like you feel me? Like so.
Not trying to risk your
man.
life and
I
shit.
ended up just pursuing like a lot more of just like drawing. Like that was like my whole elementary school life, like just drawing. And then middle school, yeah, like 8th, 9th grade, I was doing like a lot of Call of Duty, MW2, Call of Duty 4.
Yes, MW2.
I had
Montages
my
and
my PVR just recording.
Oh shit!
You feel me?
Yeah,
Doing like
that's
a lot of
crazy.
just
I haven't heard that
YouTube.
shit. Oh my
Bro,
god!
the PVR. If you guys don't know what a PVR is,
A hodgepodge PWR.
hodgepodge. It records your footage on your television, and that it was just a beautiful thing to have at the time. And yeah, like I was just doing a lot of video editing, and then come high school, that transitioned into me just doing a lot more like photography work. And then Temple was just literally both. So both photography, videography work, and video editing.
Oh, what'd you major in?
Film and media.
Film, yeah.
And it's crazy because like at the time I was doing like a lot of just renting out my cameras,
Ah.
but Chino was actually sold me sold me my first 4K camera. But yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that?
man.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
Talk-
define
how-
sold.
how did I get
Define,
that
yeah,
camera?
how
How did I
did you
get that
how did
camera?
you
Okay.
sell it to him?
Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, So the summer before going to sophomore year, I was like, damn, I'm broke. I need a job. Like, can't be in the house all day just doing nothing, wasting my youth.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
I was just applying a lot of different places. Try to like be like a valet at Aldi or something. That didn't work out. So then I applied to Best Buy. It was for a seasonal position. And got that. Long story short, Best Buy probably like one of the worst companies on earth. You guys like scamming old people. So yeah, they're like Best Buy. They sell this thing called Total Tech. Basically, it's just like some like subscription based kind of like tech support thing.
Like Geek Squad.
Yeah, and like our manager, he was just very like, he was big on making quotas and stuff. So he was like, dude, whatever you do, just sell it. Even just like I don't know, just like trick like some like old women into buying it. They're gonna forget anyways. So it's just it's just money blindly going to the account.
Damn.
So I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
But from a business perspective, that's
Yeah. It's smart. I don't know how ethical it is,
that's
but
fucked up. But
money is money. But
business is business.
But yeah, so come Black. This was wild too. I'm very sorry for this too. I'll probably bleep out the company's name, but Black Friday. So before I even get into that, so I know at that time too, I wanted to upgrade my camera because I did Sony A6000 and I wanted the A6300. So I saved up for it. I bought it. I was like, damn, and it was like $700 at the time. And when you're that young, it's like that's like feels like $1 million. So I was like, all right, whatever. So I bought it. It was like the week before Black Friday. Somebody like bought that same exact camera, returned it, and then sat in my department. And I was basically like the computer section. Mm-hmm. So I was just sitting right there. I was just like staring. I was like, damn, I really just paid like $700 for this camera. It's right here in front of me. Long story short, they biggest mistake on their part too. They let me work like the super late night shift. I was like closing up the store. I basically just stole the camera, put it in my Tupperware. And so the crazy thing too is like, obviously if you work at like a big store like Best Buy, obviously they're gonna check their employees to make sure they're not stealing anything. But they check your body. They don't check whatever's in your
lunch
hand.
bag and shit.
So I put the camera in my Tupperware. As I'm walking out, he just blatantly passed me down. I'm just like this, the camera in my hand, the Tupperware. I'm just like, oh, man. Walk out, heart's racing. I'm like, damn, I got 2 cameras now.
I got 2 cameras.
I just hit the biggest lick of my life. So that's when I found out my good old friend Jason here needed the camera. I was like, yeah, I sold it to him for basically what I bought my camera for, which was still a good deal anyways. Yeah. You basically got a brand new camera.
Yeah.
And yeah, I sold it to him. So he sold me my first camera.
Yeah.
I basically sold him his first official camera.
Oh, okay.
Which he started his career on.
True.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. Did you guys know each other? But like when you were selling each other shit, like were you guys
Yeah,
boys
so-
at that point?
Yeah, I was gonna ask how y'all met and shit.
Yeah, so we obviously went to the same high school. We had a couple classes with each other. He probably doesn't even realize I did not like him. Like, bro, I feel like, cause you know how you are in high school.
Try to be funny. And
yeah, he would always be the funny guy, just like make him like
I was always the funny guy.
just
That's
cracking
crazy.
jokes on
I
people
really
and stuff.
was, though.
And then I just didn't like him. Then later found out he got into photography, videography. I was like, oh shit. And then I kind of forgot like really how we started shooting. I don't know. We would just periodically DM each other just about each other's work.
Yeah.
I don't know, like just stuff like that.
Off of Instagram and shit like that.
Yeah, but I know we really got like close by just doing a lot of like shoots together.
Yeah. I mean, from what I remember from high school, I feel like I only talked to you like maybe like once or twice ever.
Probably, yeah. Like
So
one
that's
on
why
one.
I'm just like to see where we're at right now with like life, just in general. It's like it's crazy that you just don't expect shit to happen the way it did. You feel me?
Wait,
So-
how'd you find him? Through Instagram or something? Or
No. We had Spanish. We had Spanish class together, and we also had history together.
Yeah.
Facts. And then we went to Temple together.
Yeah. we
Got
just-
it. Okay.
So we've known each other for years and years.
So college is when you guys like started talking more.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Pretty
Got
much.
you. That makes
Pretty
sense.
much.
What were you like doing at the time? Like he like kind of like you've always been kind of like diverse. Obviously more fitness now because I feel like you're like with us, but
No, so actually in the beginning it was nothing but fitness.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, all right, I want to diversify. Started doing a little bit more like, I guess like commercial grade work. Then, I got connected with like somebody I used to work with the Sixers. Started doing a lot of social media work. Did that for about a year. And then that's when I kind of like, you were looking for like a in-house guy. So like, that's when I came in, helped you out with that. And then, we started PWRBLD Media and stuff.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Yeah, so like, dude, like literally right before I was shooting on the 4K camera that he stole, I was shooting on a DSLR. So like I was just shooting on a 1080p camera, but like I was mainly just shooting music videos, and I was in the trenches.
Damn.
For those that don't know, the trenches are the. For those that don't know, the trenches is basically like the hood.
The hood, like
guns
dude,
pointing in his face.
10,
people get killed.
11, 12 o'clock. But it's crazy because like the good part about it is like people from the trenches, like especially if they're paying for a music video, it's like the videographer is kind of like
he's protected.
He's like
yeah.
protected in a way.
Protect,
you feel me? So like, but
he's like the most important person on set.
That's a
like,
fact.
yeah, you need to capture
like,
this genre.
Yeah, but I kind of slowed down because it's dangerous.
Oh yeah,
is the Badlands for sure. So, but I was doing a lot of just shooting music videos. I kind of slowed down now. I'm like doing more of just like recap videos of anything, and also like shooting a lot of like dealing with like film cameras. Like I'm shooting a lot of like
portraits
films.
and stuff. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I kind of slowed down for sure on the music video thing because, as he said, like guns in your face, bro.
Yeah.
You don't even.
I've heard some people die from doing that shit too.
Yeah. And like Philly alone, like there was like a couple like pretty big videographers that got like unfortunately, rest in peace.
Yeah.
They got.
Damn.
Miller Time. Somebody named Miller.
Yeah,
Time.
Miller Time.
Yeah. So
what happened?
I think with Miller Time,
I think it was either maybe like maybe some type of drive-by.
It was like the rapper he was shooting. He had ops.
Yeah.
Basically like
ops are opponents.
Yeah, opponents, enemies.
And that's the
it's
thing
war.
too. That's the thing too when you're shooting music videos, right? And that's why I kind of had to stop because I'm just like, you're the videographer shooting the rapper, but it's like you don't know what the videographer,
you don't know what the rapper's into.
Yeah, you know, like I mean, you do like
you kind of have an idea,
but like you don't know who his ops are, you don't know who his enemies are.
Yeah.
And his enemies don't care that you shooting a music video.
Yeah.
Well,
it could be anyone walking up
to
and
it.
shit.
Bro, you, like they do not care that you shooting a music video, bro. 'Cause, like they trying to get you, and 9 times out of 10, bro, their aim is just not it.
Yeah,
They're just
You real like all jokes aside,
Spraying
their
and
aim
praying.
don't be it. They just spraying and praying.
Yeah,
like you feel me? And it's
exactly,
just like casualties. So it's just like that's why I kind of had to like just chill off that. Like so, because I mean, obviously I value my life, so had to slow down on that.
Which was an unfortunate thing too, because I know with me, like aside from doing like fitness, that's what I really wanted to be initially. Was like a music video director, eventually segue into filmmaking. But it's just with the way how Philly is, it's just like I didn't want to like risk any of that.
Yeah, because I mean,
you got the Draco,
the
bro.
money's there too. It's like, cause bro, everybody in Philly a rapper.
Yeah.
Like everybody in Philly, a
Opportunities are
so-called
endless.
musician, like a rapper. So it's just like, bro, it's like that's big business, right? You feel me? So, but
And it's cash only too.
yeah, it's just dangerous, bro. It's just dangerous.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Why you for? You got the Draco. Just have that show on your back. No, because when you filming the rapper, they see your back. Like if the ops pass by, they see your back and shit. They're like, oh shit, you got a gun. Oh shit.
I like my freedom.
facts.
I mean, who's gonna help run PWRBLD Media? And take us to nationals and shit.
Yeah.
I'll take over.
Yeah, they would be like, is that the videographer or fucking bodyguard? Dave's all strapped, fucking
Yeah.
AK.
Yeah.
But full artillery.
Yeah.
A smart move, though. Smart move.
Shooters have to shoot.
Stick to the fitness, maybe. What you get into now, though? I mean, obviously, so you guys now have the 1096 Studios. I'm assuming that's probably taking over top priority, right?
Oh yeah, top priority. So I had a full-time job, like literally right after I graduated from Temple. I graduated in 2019 of June, and I got my job at DTLR Villa. I don't know if you guys know. It's like a shoe apparel store, but I was like their in-house videographer.
Oh, shit.
So like literally right after I graduated from Temple, that August of 2019, I got that job opportunity. And I was working there for like nearly 3 years this year, and I actually quit in September to basically go on a tour with my friends because they hired me. I was like, yo, we need you. And I was like, you know what? I'll probably do it. I didn't have enough hours to like take off too, because I already went on a tour in April. So I was just like, damn, I don't even got enough hours to take off. You know what? I'm opening up a studio and I want to do it. I want to do my friend's tour. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave. But it was nothing on the whole, like, it was a healthy environment. Don't get me wrong. Like, you feel me? I love that job. But you know, there just comes a time where you just like, you just gotta move on.
Yeah,
you just gotta
do what you
got to take those opportunities.
Yeah, bro. And bro, I'm like heavy on like making sure I don't regret not passing down certain like shit, right? It's just like I don't want to wake up when I'm like 50, 60 years old. I'm like, damn, I should have went on that tour. Or like, oh, damn, I should have did like, you know, the whole studio thing with my friend. You feel me? So just like
taking those leap of faith and shit.
Bro, like, it's just like, I just don't want to regret anything. So I was just like, you know what? I'm in my 20s.
Right.
Yeah,
my man's agreed with me. We got to open up a studio, and I'm about to go on like this little tour. Fuck it, let me just go and do that. So, but yeah, nowadays, you know, dealing with 1096 Studios, I mean, yeah, that is like my main priority right now, and I mean, it's fun. You know, it's we've got like we both know like a lot of people. You feel me? So it's just like that whole combo of just us two, and then just people knowing that we have a space that they can utilize to create content and just like, you know, create anything just in general. It's great to like have that space. So we're very happy about that.
Yeah, and too, it was like, it's pretty evident for where we're at in our careers too, because it's like, it's just the next step, you know what I mean? Whether it's just to have a place like we call our own, like just to have as an office, or just a place where we just like learn or continue our craft. It's no different when like personal trainers, they just get their own, you know, gym just to take on their own clients in there. You know what I mean?
Allows you to kind of expand. Doesn't, you know, limit you if you're working. Say if you guys were just renting a studio all the time. You can only rent it when that studio is available. You can only do the things that that studio allows you to do.
Exactly.
So same thing, like the trainer. If you were working under another gym's name, you can only kind of do what they allow you to do. You have to pay them to do it. Just doesn't allow you to kind of expand and grow. When you bet on yourself and you make that leap of faith, now the opportunity is out in front of you, but it's like, all right, but it's all on you now as well. So the risk is there, but the reward is greater.
Even just being a photographer and videographer, just like letting people know you have your own space is a huge plus. That it gets you in front of like way more like clients with bigger budgets. It just allows you to do way more.
No, that's a good point. Like your clientele then upgrades as well. So it's like not only are your services upgraded, but your clientele is upgraded. So that means, you know, when you throw them that invoice, you're not going to have to be banging at their door 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks later.
They're going to pay it because they know they're dealing with the real deal.
He's about to say some out-of-pocket shit. He's about to say some out-of-pocket shit. I'm like, yo, let me get out of the camera real quick. Not even for this.
I don't know. You know, there's been a couple moments in the past where stuff got a little fishy, but you know, it's business.
Business
is business.
Wait, so he brought up the idea of the studio to you?
Or
did you guys like...
So I know
like it was like a mutual thing, because like we talked about it.
We talked about it all the time.
Like
how long before you actually opened it? Like
probably like a couple years.
Yeah, like really, like once we started like really getting close and just like doing a lot of work together, it was like that was always like the dream. So we gotta open our own studio. We gotta start our own media team. Blah 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 blah. And then, you know, the one day I was heading to New York with my girl for a day trip to New York. He just calls me. He's like, yo, let's open the studio. Like, all right, bet. Find a place. Like a week later, we signed papers, got keys, and then we was like, all right, let's start building this place out.
Facts. And it's crazy too, because like the tour that I mentioned, so it was like we were supposed to start the tour like September 7th, and we started it, but dude, like a week on the road, somebody broke into the band's van.
Damn.
We were in Chicago. We were like staying at a friend's house for 2 nights. But like the place was like, it looked chilling. Like, and we even asked him, we like, bro, like, I know you live here, but like, is it dangerous here? Like, what like, what's the vibe? You know what I mean? He was like, it's okay. Like, nothing really ever. Bro, they broke into the van, took the laptop that had all the software. Damn. And they took the drummer's drum pad. Oh. So the guitarist, he only had to. My friend Drew, he only had to play acoustics. The DJ couldn't play his stuff, and the drummer couldn't drum.
Damn.
And it was like, dude, we had like 15 shows left to do.
Fuck?
Like, I would understand if it happened maybe like last minute, like
Yeah.
probably like we had like 2 shows
Yeah,
left.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we could just bang it out,
Yeah.
but we could not.
Do
We
all
couldn't
that,
do. We
yeah.
couldn't do anything. But yeah, yo, we're both like workaholics, so
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
that thing. I was just like, that's why I hit him. I'm just like, what better? Well, who better to actually go in on just doing the whole studio
Right.
thing is just like another person who's on the same type of hustle as I am, right? So it's just
Yeah.
like that's why I just hit him up.
Starting the studio with him too was just effortless because it's like we both have the same, come ups.
Yeah.
We think alike. We just know what we want. We have the ambition. So it's just like, it's just, fuck it, let's just do it. It's a no-brainer.
Right. And that moved the whole studio situation forward too, because like unfortunately, like we did have to come back from that tour, but
Yeah.
it just had us open up to like do the grand opening,
Yeah.
and like I feel like
Yeah,
because
'cause-
we had to leave early
Yeah.
dealing with that whole situation, like
Yeah.
it really progressed to 96 Studios in
Yeah,
a way, because
that's
I was
true. Yeah.
away, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was just the only one just dealing with the studio, so
Yeah.
yeah. And I was gonna be
Yeah.
out for a month.
Ah.
You feel me? And he
Yeah,
was gonna be
'cause-
the one to be like
Yeah.
handling the studio, so
Yeah, so basically it's like we opened up the studio and then like August, he went on tour like September. So that, which is like a big delay. It's like usually like if you go into a project, you need to dedicate like a lot of time into it initially before you do anything like that. But it's like the studio wasn't in any type of position once we launched to even make money. And it's like he just quit his job, so like he has to do it by any means.
Yeah.
And I know with us too, like we, even though we were already paying rent, we wanted to make sure like the studio was just like absolutely ready to be open.
Yeah.
That way too, it's like once we start taking clients, we don't want to be like, oh, we don't got this shit, we don't got this shit. So we want to start off on like a good note. But yeah, once that happened, he came back early. It was like, all right, back to the drawing board. Let's just continue getting everything we need.
it's crazy too, cause like when we just opened up, like when we just announced it, like we thought we were gonna do the grand opening in like literally 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we didn't even have backdrops. So like when you came that day to the grand opening, that was like a major, because we announced it like late August.
Yeah.
And like we did the whole grand opening November.
Yeah.
And like we had all this shit. So but like imagine if we did the grand opening sometime in the beginning.
Yeah,
of
it'd just
September.
be
yeah.
bare bones.
It would have been
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nothing. Like
Yeah.
I would have had nothing. Like it would have
We
been
were
just
just standing
not
around
good.
and shit.
No snacks, no nothing.
No nothing. No
Shit
nothing.
takes time. Yeah. People always kind of, I think, underestimate that. I could speak from that for experience. Like whatever time you think it's gonna take to put together like some type of business,
Right.
like especially obviously if it's like a studio or a gym, you're probably like a quarter of that time you need to add on top of that, because there's just like there's unforeseen difficulties, like things that are back ordered. If you need any type of like construction with contractors, all those motherfuckers they're doing all kinds of things right now. It doesn't even make sense, right? Like the world's like economy shit. Well, contractors are busy as fuck.
Yeah.
They have endless jobs at like all of them.
The other thing too is like no one wants to be a contractor nowadays. So it's like there's a huge
Limited, yeah.
scarcity.
Yeah. So there's that. It's just there's hurdles in the road that you just can't see when you first you're like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna open on this date. Yeah, that's in a perfect world. You know what I mean? And it's never perfect. So yeah, it's interesting to hear like even like in a totally different kind of category, like even with a studio, shit, there's just like hurdles in the way you just can't predict.
Right. I mean, it's life of an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We
If,
just got
if
heat.
it was easy,
We just got heat.
right? Like,
And our heat still doesn't work.
Seriously. But like, shout out to the people who are like, putting in work,
Yeah.
dealing with, Sue.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know CT too well, but you can vouch.
But yeah, like
Yeah, you can
now,
vouch.
like you know how we always talk about like you are some of like the 5 his closest people. You know what I mean? It's just like you're definitely a part of it. Sue's definitely a part of it. He's
Oh,
part of
that's
it. So
sweet.
it's just like, it's like you can't have all these people in your circle and just not at least like learn at least a couple of things from each of them.
Yeah.
Even to like kind of like how you built PWRBLD as a brand. It's like I took a lot of inspiration from that too when building like the studio. You know what I mean? Just have the best of the best equipment. Just try to provide the best services possible. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, definitely provide value. I've taken that from a lot of the people that I used to be around. How to create content, how to get people's attention, how to build a community. All that stuff is like, I didn't wake up one day and be like, I know how to do all this shit. It was like some of the people I was surrounded with prior. And then, you learn stuff on your own as you go. I'm always trying to learn and, create more value in a variety of ways, whether it's marketing or equipment or like even just like learning how people think.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned in business, it's like psychology behind it all. And it's like, that's not to like try and trick people into like doing something. It's just like understanding how people think in order to make them feel a certain way when they come and experience the product or service that you have. You know what I mean?
The main thing, right? And once again, as you said, it's not a trick, but like, bro, if people like you,
Yeah.
presence, how
Yeah.
you talk to people, like just you gotta take all that into consideration,
Exactly.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Because then people are going to come back to you.
Right.
You feel me? I always think of an analogy of just like the barbershop, right? You don't always want to go to just anybody. If you feel comfortable around someone you always go to and their presence and just the way they talk to you, if you feel comfortable, like, bro, like they're going to come to you all the time.
It brings in a lot more.
No matter where you are, no matter where you're located, no matter how little you have, bro. If the comfortability is there, it's like they're going to come to you.
Exactly.
Fuck everybody who got the most expensive shit.
Whatever
it may be, if the comfortability is there, they're gonna come to you.
Exactly.
I feel like Sue, that's like you're a perfect example of that. Like he came in a year ago. Yeah, he has some skills. He's okay, but like
his personality
is what
not
really
perfect,
is.
but like he's very. Pause. Hold on, I'm gonna cut that out. But he's very personable. Very personable.
No, yeah, seriously. I mean, literally within a year, the like impact you've had on for one yourself and what you're doing now. You quit a normal job that was paying well, and now you work for yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
And now you're heavily involved in PWRBLD. You do the media thing with David. Like you're always doing your own thing in their studio. It's just like people obviously like your work, but there's obviously
they like
fact
the person who's behind the work as well.
You make the experience altogether enjoyable, and that's people at the end of the day. Like they're gonna come to you, over somebody else, even if they have the same skill set.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like they have fun when they do shit with you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, they like you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
In fact, like they like you, so they're coming to you.
Like there's been a couple of shoots where I shoot with people. Like this was like, I guess like a couple months after I started.
Right.
They were like literally after the shoot, they're like, "Oh, thanks for making me feel comfortable doing the shoot." Like I felt weird going into it, but then you made all like the whole shoot went well and all that. I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's crazy."
Right.
So it's just about making like them more comfortable, like when they're shooting with you and stuff, like not being all creepy and shit.
There's a lot of just like people who just take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Because of like them being artists.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So it's just like when somebody actually finds somebody that actually just is just about the business and about like their craft and truly is genuine. Yeah. It's just like, why not go to that person?
Exactly.
Again?
Yeah.
Professional.
And they see it too.
So, I mean,
that's the big difference. I think is honestly like if you treat whatever you're doing as a professional would, even if you're like just starting out, it's like treat everything like you're a professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna stand out so much because, like, you guys probably know even better than I do, but even me, somebody that needs like content creation for the business that I'm in, like everyone wants to be a content creator now, right? Like everyone's got a camera, they're all spending their money or their mom's buying them fucking
doing shoots now. One weekend.
Accepting clients. They're all in the
$500 an hour. I'm like, what? Bro?
Buys the camera on day one, starts selling service on day two.
Bro, no, that should be in my DMs all the time. Like I be seeing like they're like fucking advertising and shit. And I go to their profile, like there's literally nothing on there. I'm like, what are you advertising? Like, what's your business?
And we don't.
Is this a setup?
Yeah, right. I'm like, you trying to scam me already?
Like, I see none of your content. Like,
right.
What's going on,
we're not
bro?
saying that to like gatekeep the art form, but it's more so it's just like you can't provide a service like, especially for money, unless you have like a skill to provide. You know what I mean? You need to have value to provide.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like you can't expect people to pay for your pay for your training.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like you gotta build value over time and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out to Joe Wee because we just talked about this in the
Joey,
last podcast. But like that motherfucker, literally for like a year now, has done like free shit.
Yeah.
And now he's like finally just starting to kind of like
yeah.
Ask
he's that
for-
guy, bro. He's that
yeah.
dude, man. I fuck with him.
Yeah,
I fuck with him.
he's a good dude. Puts in the work. Like one of the hardest workers I've seen in the gym and with like the craft of creating content.
Yeah, his progress was crazy too.
Yeah,
like just like it was like a linear thing too. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty crazy. It got better and better each time.
With all you guys obviously being content creators, what would you say to somebody who does want to get into the field and take it serious, make a career of it, maybe open their own studio? What do you got?
I would just say too, just obviously just like, do whatever's passionate for you. Like whatever, like I don't know, like if you're into cars, shoot cars. Like if you're into fitness, shoot nothing but fitness. If you like shooting guns, do that. Just shoot, like create content for whatever you like, because that way too, it's like you also enjoy it. So it's not like you know what you want to do. Like you're gonna have fun with it, and you're just gonna put more like effort to like really make it the best.
Yeah. Focus on like whatever you're passionate about. Yeah.
No, seriously, like from like even from a bigger spectrum, like outside of just being an artist, right? Like definitely, I mean, because everyone's journey is different, right? I'm grateful, and I'm like, I'm blessed enough to like find my purpose. Like I had found my purpose like early in life, right? But there's some people who like have yet to actually find their purpose, even if they're like 30, 40, 50 years old, you feel me? But just try your best to find something you're just happy to do, you feel me? And it's not all about the money, but like just try to pursue whatever you're doing, and trust me, right?
Yeah.
The money will come to you.
Yep.
'Cause I feel like people get into stuff and it's just like,
Money,
like let me
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, you don't even have like first of all, you have nothing to show, and it's
Right.
like, but it's like, bro, if you are genuine and passionately like just driven, trust me, opportunities will come your way.
Right.
A lot of the times the opportunities won't be like money driven.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like building a relationship.
Yep.
You feel me? Sometimes it's about just dealing with just like collaborations and stuff like that. But
Exactly, yeah.
definitely just try your best to find a passion that, just find your passion for sure.
Yeah, like
that's what I would
money is
say.
inevitable.
Yeah.
No matter
Yeah,
what
for
you
sure.
do, it's always gonna come.
Yeah. For
No,
sure.
like a lot of what you guys both said, like just like find a passion for it, like find what you like to shoot. Cause like for me, it was fitness, like at the very start. Cause like I was doing like fitness selfies in the mirror of myself and shit while working out, you know, my most musculars and shit. And then like I was like, damn, like, and I was working a software engineering job at that time, and I wanted to do something on the side on the weekends.
Right,
so I was like, man, let me do a couple shoots. So I hit up my friends, did a couple fitness shoots and shit. And like I was like, man, I'm tired of taking pictures of myself. Let me take pictures of other people, do
Right.
videos for them. So like I just started doing that on the weekends,
Right.
and then eventually that started like I started booking like after like 4 or 5 shoots, because like I felt like I had that standard already, like I had a portfolio to show and all that. So I started taking bookings, and then eventually the bookings got it was like overlapping my work schedule. So like
Right.
some shoots were on a weekday. So like I met with this Porsche guy, this guy that owns a Porsche. Shout out Auto Mills. So he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I'm getting my GT3 delivered today. I need someone to film it." And it was a work day too.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck, I'm leaving early." So I stayed clocked in. I was like, "BRB guys." So I left. I didn't even come home. Like I came home, that shit was still running for like 9 hours and shit.
Oh man.
And then
I'm making double pay.
yeah. So yeah, I did that, and then like I just started taking shoots and stuff, and then like it's like literally like this whole past year was like building that foundation,
Right.
and now this next year is like building the longevity of it. Like,
Right. And it's beautiful that what you just said, right? Like, and I just said that, right? Dealing with like the collaborations or just going out there and
Exactly,
doing it.
yeah.
It's like if you want to build a portfolio, right?
Yeah.
Bro, you have to reach out.
Yeah, you have to
You feel
reach
me?
out. Yeah,
And
no one's gonna come to you. You gotta reach out to them.
And
Like,
it's like you're not thinking about like, don't think, because people be getting, I feel like people just be like, oh, I need money right now. But it's
yeah,
like,
I know. Yeah, no.
you're doing it the smart way,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
You're building a portfolio.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, like I see you lift weights.
Yeah,
Mind if
yeah.
I like shoot a little recap?
Yeah,
for you?
exactly, yeah.
Build that portfolio
Yeah.
till people see what you have
Right.
to offer. Bro,
Bro,
opportunities.
Yeah,
coming your
literally,
way.
money was not even in my mind at the start. I was literally I just wanted to shoot. I even post on my story like last year, like last June. I was like, "Yo, if anyone wants some fitness content for free," I put that shit in capitalized because a lot of people like free shit. So I was like, for free, and then I was like, "Yeah, just hit me up." Blah blah. You be in the East Coast area, blah whatever. And then like it just like took off after that. But
Beautifully done.
yeah, it's like just building relationships, and that takes you a long way too. Because like if you build a good relationship with someone else, it's word of mouth. It's just a domino effect after that.
Bro, it's
And-
definitely about who you know.
Exactly. It's
100%.
about who you know.
Who you
Yeah,
know.
It's not what you know, it's who you know. Like literally, it's just networking. It's
Right.
all networking.
Facts.
So
That's where a lot of the opportunities come from.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got some crazy stories about literally the only like it's really the people I know that obviously there's a ton of hard work that goes into it, and like you guys can attest to that. You have your own studio, Sue's doing his own thing, but like literally I don't know if this gym would be here if it wasn't for like knowing a couple of the right people.
Right.
And it
Right,
wasn't
right, right.
even like it's not like they gave me money, but it was some of the information that they gave me and some of the other people that they connected me with that led me to have the opportunity to then like open this gym.
Exactly.
And I mean, it's the craziest circumstances, but it's like, I'll just fucking tell a story. So it's like, we're literally in like COVID, right? And it's like, at the time, I'm literally thinking to myself, like, my savings is all but fucking gone.
Yeah.
You know, this rent ain't stopping. Landlord's not like, hey, Collin, you know, times are tough. Don't worry about it. He don't
Give
give
you a month free.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
No.
My man said, pay the invoice.
Yeah.
Pay that invoice.
He sent it twice. I was like, yo.
Oh, man.
Reminder,
Twice?
reminder.
Yeah, reminder.
That shit do, bro.
So, you know, literally, things are getting rough. I'm like a month from literally being fucking broke. And during COVID lockdown, right, there was a few people I allowed to come into the gym just because they were like close friends. And then there was a few of those close friends who had close friends that asked if they could have their buddies come in. So I let a few of these people come in. And the one also was an entrepreneur. He has a few businesses in like the Philly area. He's the one that, like, during the time when they were, like, giving, like, these PPP loans, you know, I tried getting one through my bank because I'm like, fuck, give me some money. I need some fucking help, too. And, like, my bank's like, sorry, like, we already kind of, like, ours are out. Like, we have already, like, given them to, you know, all of the business owners who reached out initially because, I don't know, I just didn't know, or maybe I just didn't think I was going to need it. Whatever, I can't remember, but I did need it at this point, and I'm talking to a guy in the gym who, like, I had never met before. I mean, I had met him maybe for a couple weeks at this point, but I just knew he was a business owner. He knew shit was rough. We started talking. He's like, yo, I got, you know, the bank that I work with, they're a small bank local to Philly, and they, you know, they've been able to help me out, and it's been great. It's been very, you know, it's a pretty easy process. So I'm like, dude, send me the contact if you don't mind. Like, I'll take any help I can get right now. Got me connected to the bank. Literally, within like a week, I was getting this PPP loan. And I'm like, shit. And like, it wasn't anything crazy. Literally, I think it was like $20K just to be like fully transparent. I think I got like $20K, which in all reality, like that was probably enough to keep PWRBLD Conchi open for like a month and a half with all the expenses and rent. But that was the fucking month and a half leeway that I needed, literally, because then it got to the point where like I reopened the gym early, and then shit blew up. As like Chino can remember that. I don't know if you were like paying attention at that point at all, but you know, we reopened early. Literally 200 members signed up within the next 2 weeks.
Dang.
And at the time, we only had 140. So we literally like tripled our membership base, and shit was rolling from then. And like, obviously, yeah, there was the risk of like cops showing up, this and that. And they did a few times, but I was just like, fuck it.
I will never forget. It was like winter of, what was it, like 20? It was some winter. We had the first powerlifting meet.
Yeah, during like when shit was supposed to be closed.
Like think of your worst college party, except even worse. Like you could literally like
Shoulder.
you could hear like the person next to you breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And then, you know, it was during that time too. Like what, you know, with the pandemic and stuff. So it's just like, but you know, fuck it.
Yeah. No, we did what we had to do.
Did what we had to do.
But at the end of the day, like it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't even have had the opportunity to make that decision if I didn't meet that one guy, Mike. Shout out to Mike. And he kind of linked me up with the right person, and then they were able to offer me help because, like, you know, sometimes you can't help yourself if you just don't know how. You know what I mean? And at the time, like, I just needed that fucking lifeline. And then once I got it, I ran with it from there. And now it's like, here we are, 2 gyms late.
Those KOP?
No, that was just even before
Oh.
KOP. So like that's kind of like the thing that led though to opening KOP, because like once we blew up from all of the exposure of like reopening early, dude, I was on like all these news channels, or like I don't know if it was good publicity or bad, but at the end of the day, people found out about us.
All publicity is good publicity.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, shit, yeah. It was I mean, our email, once they knew that we were open, I woke up to like 300 emails. Yeah. I only took in like 200 of them, and then had a waiting list of like trying to get people in over the next like month.
It's almost like a blessing in disguise, because it really solidified the brand. It was like, you know, kind of like the mantra we run with now, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes,
fucking
yeah,
takes.
yeah.
He made it work.
Yeah.
He's for the people.
Yeah.
That's
a great,
right.
That's a great story to tell, though. Like
That is.
I
yeah.
feel like not to like
CT
be
for
like,
president.
yeah, struggle, but like, bro,
Yeah.
once you struggle and then you like
Yeah.
get away from that struggle,
Yeah.
it's a great story to tell. Like
Exactly.
it's inspiring.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Because
you
you
telling
look-
that story is like inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I
'Cause,
don't,
like,
I
you
don't
literally
do no, I don't do no bodybuilding, but
body-
just the hustle, just the hustle. Though, I'm just like, I gotta give my man props, bro, because he was like about to lose everything.
Good
No,
shot.
yeah.
CT.
Shot for that?
Yeah, shot for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
we
we might as well. We might
Might
as
as
well. We
well.
might as well.
I might. I'll give you.
Yeah, just finish
We
that
we
off.
got some left. I might have to pop open the red breast.
As we're about to take this next shot, another tip is going off everything CT just said. It's also about who you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could be the best of the best, but like if you're not getting that in front of people and people aren't seeing it,
Yeah.
it's like it's just a waste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People are gonna get you way farther than just doing everything by yourself.
Exactly.
No, 100%. And shout out to Mike again. I mean, that motherfucker he was just like one of those guys that was experienced in business and gave me a lot of insight. And another guy too. There was another dude, Tyler. Shout out to him. He actually just reached out the other day. I don't know why he isn't here, but anyway, he was the one that kind of connected me to Mike. So it wasn't just like the initial connection. It was like one guy was like, "Damn, this dude needs some help." He connected me with the other guy, and then and then he connected me with the
Yep.
bank lady that
Yep.
got shit done for me and was like literally my lifeline. So
That's lit.
crazy.
I have a third tip. A gym is the best place to network because not only are you
yeah.
working out, a gym is where people of all backgrounds, of all work backgrounds, careers, they all come at once.
People that want to better themselves. That's the
Yes.
key. And it has to be the right gym because you can go to some gyms and people suck. But
Yeah.
I feel like if you're in the right gym, I tell people that all the time. A lot of the people that I've met that have, given me some cool opportunities or introduced me to some cool opportunities are literally through this gym and through some of the gyms that I've been affiliated with in the past. So people usually go to a gym.
They think they're just there to work out.
They're not, they give a fuck about themselves. So there's a good chance they give a fuck about a lot of things, probably everything. So business, relationships, careers, whatever it may be, those are good people to be around. So yeah, you can definitely build a great network within the gym. All right, let's get
All
this
right, let's
shot.
take a shot.
Where are you taking the shot to?
To more success.
To more success.
Whatever it takes.
Yes,
Whatever it takes. Whatever it
Doing
takes.
whatever it takes to make it happen. Husky as fuck.
Red breast is climbing my my rankings.
But no, yeah, that's literally like where that's like where I grew most of my page,
Yeah.
just through the gym. And like when I first started, I was literally DMing like so many people in like the Philly area, Pennsylvania area, like just like DMing them, oh hey, I do videos, blah blah, doing all that. And like when I first started, I was like just sending DMs, just not even like it's like I was like a fucking spam mailing list or some shit. I was just like advertising myself.
Bro,
And
that's
I
the
was like,
work.
Yeah, no,
That's
exactly.
the work
yeah.
that needs to be put
exactly,
in.
yeah. Like you send out like a bunch of DMs, it just takes like 2 or 3 of them respond, and then like it just goes on after that. Some people ignored it, and then now they're trying to get back, but we're not gonna
Now they see
speak
now they see
that. You missed out. Sorry, you missed the train.
That's crazy. That's funny how that works.
Yeah.
You should like the day that you had that thing. I don't know if you remember the date, but the day that you had that said like free work, whatever. You should post that as a throwback.
Oh yeah.
And be like, yeah, y'all remember when I was talking about free work? Now,
No, I posted.
I'm up now.
I'm up now. I literally posted that on like 1 year of doing all this.
Did
like,
you?
Yeah,
Okay,
I was like,
okay.
damn, I can't believe I posted shit 1 year ago. Now like, look where I'm at and all
Crazy.
that. So.
Post it again this Thursday.
Yeah, at this Thursday.
That was a
Throwback
couple
Thursday.
weeks, right?
I'll put
Or a
on. We
month
put on a
ago.
podcast.
Oh, did you?
No, it was when I first started taking this stuff full time. It was November
Oh,
or
okay.
something.
Okay, cool.
I think November, or December. But when I first started doing it as a side hustle, that was like in last June. So
Still a very short amount of time.
yeah,
That is,
yeah.
bro.
You've-
I'm thinking
yeah.
you're doing this for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people be saying that. I'm like, nah, I only been in for a year. And
I mean,
they'd be like, what the fuck, really?
Even before picking up a camera, you still had like some type of creative.
Yeah.
spirit.
I was doing like Counter Strike edits and shit. I was like, the gaming edits, just like
Yeah.
y'all. Yeah, I was doing that. So I think that's where like my editing philosophy came from. Like I just applied that skill to like actual videos and stuff.
Yeah, it's the speed ramps, the motion blur,
Yeah,
all that.
all that good shit. The cinematic
Damn.
edits and shit.
Nostalgia at
The,
its
the
finest
sword
right
sounds
now.
and all that good
I
stuff.
literally never would go outside. I would.
Yeah, I was
My
inside
whole
all the time
8th
too.
and 9th grade, just my middle school year, bro. I would leave school, go home,
Yep.
bullshit on like the reading log.
Yeah.
Would put fucking fake books.
Fake-
Yo, I read this.
Oh yeah, I read these
Bro,
jokes.
challenge. I'll be like, yeah, I read this. Oh, chapter 1 or page. Da, 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 da.
I read all the Harry Potter books.
On the weekends, forget about it. You're
Yeah.
not seeing me,
Yeah.
man. Maybe once a month outside with my friends, but for the most part, inside playing Call of Duty, Call of Duty 4, MW2, Gears of War, doing videos for that.
Yeah.
And I was also in like a video clan type situation.
Oh yeah.
But thank God for that though.
Yeah, I
right?
know,
It's just
yeah.
like
Yeah, so
that
we
taught
basically
me
all
my
have like
whole-
the same background.
Yeah, same background. Yeah.
Bro, that
Like,
all taught us like how to video edit.
exactly. Yeah.
You feel me? And it's like, look where we're at.
I will say though, like I feel like that's really like the generation of us. Like,
Yeah.
Facts.
I feel like most videographers and photographers in our generation all had that gaming background.
Yeah. Easily.
Shout out to gaming too, because like a lot of
Yes.
people like they like to talk shit about gaming. They want to
Yeah.
try to like just say it's useless and stuff, but like
Yeah.
it's not. It's
Yeah, I
like
know.
gaming is a growing industry. Like
Exactly.
if you take a look at like esports,
Yeah.
Shit's huge.
right now it's set to like overpass most major sports.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know they
When-
get
when-
some crazy
when I-
Because
payouts.
it's all virtual and shit.
Yeah,
so
because
like, literally people watch
like,
online.
Yeah, you think people play sports, but not a lot of people play sports in comparison to what they do for gaming.
Yeah.
And especially to see at a competitive level.
Yeah.
it's gonna surpass it.
I always think about the FaZe Clan. I always think
Yeah.
about Ninja. Ninja's
Ah,
like the top
yeah, he's like
guy I
that
always think
shit's
about when it
so
comes to
crazy,
gaming.
bro.
I'm just like, and it's like,
He's that
it's
guy,
crazy because like if you follow his story, just his like, bro, he was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like he was just a kid on the game.
yeah.
Like
just
now he's
fucking
doing
blew up.
huge ass sponsorships.
Yeah, brand deals and all that good
Beautiful
shit.
wife or
Yeah.
girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, shout out to Ninja.
Yeah, shout out to
Like
Ninja.
even when you look at platforms like Twitch, there's people that make easily like 6 figures a year just playing like video games.
year, a month
Yeah, even they.
Fuck.
And like
should be crazy.
it's just the margin of success is just
Yeah,
endless.
Yeah.
And I mean, people like to see that though too.
Oh yeah, you have athletes doing it.
Yeah,
Athletes
exactly.
are on Twitch.
Yeah.
You know what I
They're
mean? Like
playing
that's what
games
they're
every
doing.
day.
That's a side hustle for them. They're like, fuck it, I'll play some games.
Rappers on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
T
Yeah.
Grizzly-
Yeah, T Grizzly.
T
Yeah,
Grizzly,
GTA.
bro.
Yeah, GTA.
GTA,
yeah.
bro.
RP.
T Grizzly.
RP.
I'm just like, it's weird because just like you would never think about it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Until he actually said that in the interview. I'm like, my man's T Grizzly really be
Yeah.
on Twitch.
Yeah.
On GTA, doing his thing.
Exactly. He'd be playing the trenches in the game rather than
Bro,
real life. Because in real life, he go to jail.
seriously, I'm
So in
like-
there, he go to jail. He gets his way out.
In GTA.
Bro, that's why I don't know. I have no sympathy for people who be like they're totally broke.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of ways
Oh, yeah,
in this
literally, bro.
world
Literally.
Especially
to
nowadays.
make money, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not living in like the 1960s
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
the like
Yeah.
bro. If you live in this day and age, bro,
Yeah.
it's just like if you don't have no money at all to
Yeah.
your name, it's like you're just not just putting in work.
Yeah, but then again,
That's
it's like,
simple,
Yeah,
like-
it's just like their mindset too.
Your
Like they
mindset-
have to have like a hustler's like they gotta have the dog in them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like if they don't got the dog in them, then
Yeah. They can be a.
they just gotta complain all the time. Like
Yeah,
they don't
and-
find solutions to their problems. and
Yeah, it's
shit.
like, and it's like, not to say it's like all about the money, but at the same time, it's like, bro, once you find like what you love to do, what you want to do, there's always money behind it.
Exactly.
But don't think about the money.
yeah. Don't think about the money at first.
Right?
'cause
Like you just
you gotta build your shit first. Then you start. Then that shit will come automatic. Like
exactly.
that shit will just come. Like
Yeah,
It's all about the mindset.
don't fall for the college trap.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You know what I mean?
graduated. I graduated college.
yeah, I
but
gotta
you don't
get-
really put you don't really put your degree to use.
I studied film.
Yeah,
I
but
did-
like I
I
mean
did.
like, are you?
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I guess,
Vito.
but like, can you admit like most of the stuff you learned in college you could just easily learned off YouTube,
Oh yeah, easily.
or just
I
through
mean,
Nowadays,
like,
you yeah,
experience.
easily.
Yeah, no, cause I mean,
You
that's
definitely
though.
could.
Like my junior year of college, like I was about to leave.
Yeah.
Like I was doing so bad in school.
Oh my god, bro, that was me sophomore
And
year.
it was just the crazy
Yeah.
thing because like, it's just like, I feel like the only thing that's hard about college, and I feel like it wasn't hard unless I was just trying to focus on like my whole freelance work. But like trying to do that freelance and then like college, it was just like I would rather pick freelance first.
Got you.
And then do the papers at like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit. Like I really don't want to do this, but I'm doing this shit last minute anyway because I'm not trying to like fail the class.
Yeah.
Like literally my junior year, I was about to leave.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I was just like, dude, I'm like kind of dumb because like I'm leaving my junior
Bro,
year.
me too, bro. College was
Like,
such a struggle for me, bro. Like,
bro.
I was saying this computer class. It was like my first computer class of like the comp sci degree, and my first midterm, I got 46, right?
Oh,
I went to the teacher, yo. I was like, yo.
How many
like,
times were you on academic probation?
Oh, only once.
Damn.
Yeah, only once.
I was on.
I was once, but then so like I got 46 on my first one, right? And then I went to talk to my professor. I was like, yo, like, is there a way we can drop this exam or something like that? And he's like, yeah, just score higher on the next one, and then I'll drop this one. The next job, I got 42. So I went to him again, right? I went to him again. I was like, all right, I know this looks bad, but what do I need to do to pass the class? Because it was just 2 midterms and then 1 final, so I only had the final. He's like, you're gonna have to pull off a miracle on the final.
Bro, you gotta pull off. You gotta put like 100%.
Yeah. I was like, can we do like a cheat sheet or something? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, bet. So I literally went into Microsoft Word. I literally got all the tests. I made it small, like 10%, from 100 to 10%. So I had all the answers on that shit. And I literally I was like this during the whole final.
So it was like a full length.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it was a the fuck was it? Flashcard. It was a flashcard. I was like squeezing all the exams on that shit.
Bro,
it's just so funny, dude. I put it off though. I passed with a C-, but
when the flashcard is blank, dealing with those cheat sheets. When the flashcard is blank, you're like, yo, I could fit everything on here.
Yeah.
Once you start filling it up, you're like, oh,
damn,
no, I need the second
this
flashcard.
shit, chapter 1. Like, what the fuck?
Like, damn, son. Like, flashcard ain't enough though. I know.
Yeah, we need a whole fucking paper.
I need like about like five.
5x7.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to blue collar workers as well. I came from a blue collar family. Did you?
Yeah.
What the fuck is blue collar?
Like
trades.
trades.
Oh yeah.
The trades are dying. We need to bring them back.
I think I was. Yeah.
Like I swear, 99% of like most of these office jobs and even like college degrees are pretty useless.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, if you want to make
money.
Oh, electrical.
Learn a trade right now. Yeah. Because you could just come in this area and I'll pay you enough that you make a fucking living. Like between all the
content creators,
it's crazy.
Fuck a college degree. I mean, I got one, but you know, I've seen people without college degrees making money, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I kind of have no sympathy for people who don't got it.
Because people like are built, like everyone's taught to like that's like the only way to success. Like it's just like how you, it's just how you're growing up,
like robots or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you're just fucking into the industry.
I know what me when I was doing the whole video thing, like it was just like luckily like my parents were like always like supportive, but they were also like wary. It's like, yo, like how you doing in college? They still don't know I dropped out, but I'll tell them one day.
That's why I can relate to you because like, immigrant parents be on your ass.
Yeah, they like so when you gonna be a doctor, like an engineer or something? I'm like, Mom, I'm not gonna do none of that. You're gonna see me success the way how I succeed. That's why I kind of like I had to like. I mean, it's fucked up. Don't ever lie to your parents, but like, I had to do what I had to do because it's like I'm not gonna have. Oh yeah. So. Oh man,
bro,
no one knows. Oh yeah.
Tell
you told us. You told me.
I was the one that took the photo. All right. Oh, go ahead. Because I can tell it. I can tell it. But go ahead.
It was 2021. We phasing out the pandemic and shit, but I moved out. Got a house with my friends. It was like a fucking frat house. It was like partying and drinking every day. But just going through college, I was like, and at the time too, I was working with Christian Crosby. Shout out to Christian Crosby. He works for the Sixers and stuff. And I was working with him. I was doing a lot of gigs. He was putting me in front of a lot of like important people. I was making good money. I was like, and I was still in college. So it's
actually
like,
was working for Christian Crosby first, and then
I
put him on.
Yeah, he put me on.
Yeah. That's what friends do.
He couldn't make a shoot, so he threw him on to me. But
that's what friends
so I was working with him. I was making decent money from him, and at the time I was basically making what I would make with my marketing degree. That was what I was majoring at the time. But I was like, bro, I just can't do this. I had no motivation, no energy. It was getting to a point where it was just like I just stopped going to class. So I was already dropped out before I dropped out officially. It was just no motivation. I was like, why am I going to spend the extra 23,000 just to go to Temple? Also, fuck Temple, because they were charging during the pandemic. They were charging people full tuition, even though like we had no access to the school.
Yeah, I feel like that's fucked.
So it's like, why are we paying all this money to use a facility we can't even use? But that's here right there. But yeah, it was just like, bro, I'm dropping out. I don't care. That summer, all right. So I basically told my mom, I was like, yeah, mom, I'm about to graduate and stuff. They were doing like the ceremony and shit, but like not a lot of people are going because of like a COVID and stuff. I basically thank you COVID, but also don't fuck COVID. I use it to my advantage because I basically just use that as an excuse to have her not come to my graduation ceremony. But I went online. Bro. I bought a fake degree, a high quality one too.
My man
and then I had my man Jason take photos of my graduation photos.
He did the most.
We did the whole graduation dinner, gave him all that. Yeah.
Does she have one of those photos framed in the house?
Yeah, that's why. That's
you
the main.
Look at it, you're like,
that's the main reason why I won't ever go back home. Just 'cause I don't want to see it.
That's wild, because immigrant parents, bro, they be like, because I'm a child of an immigrant parent.
It's
and
funny
they be like, yo, you gotta go to high school,
no,
you gotta go to middle school, you gotta
get
go to
degree,
college, you gotta get this degree.
I was literally like, Mom, I don't want you to get COVID, so I'm just not gonna have you go to my graduation ceremony. And she was like, okay. I feel that. And then,
that's wild.
Even too, all of my roommates that lived with me, they didn't even know too. We literally celebrated my graduation dinner. I'm like, me and my girl just sitting there. I'm just like, they don't even know I dropped out.
I mean, you all but had the full experience, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's
it.
wild.
You're doing what you wanted to do anyway.
I mean, the other thing too, though, is kind of like what Weez was saying in the previous episode. It's like, I'm not about to waste this opportunity that's literally right in front of my face just for a degree. I got a couple credits left. Fucking tomorrow, I'm like, all right, I'm done with this videography stuff.
Right.
Go back, finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, college will always be there, but the opportunities won't.
Yeah.
They don't come knocking twice.
Yeah, I feel that.
Very true.
Man,
Very true.
They just go and find another videographer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The train will keep on moving.
Just like this, it's like there's a million rappers, there's a million videographers.
All right, yeah. That's so sad.
Nowadays, yeah.
Shit.
That's literally how I was when I was doing that software. I could have still been a software engineer right now, but I was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah,
I don't want to do this shit.
Conversations about that.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. So I this whole I even had a fucking quarter life crisis in June because I was like, I like stability and all that. Yeah. That's why that was my main reason to stay with the software engineering job. I was like, fuck that.
You gotta be comfortable.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, that the whole half of this first this year was getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, and fucking around June or August or something or July, I literally had a core I was in the shower, bro. I was like, bro, I need a fucking job, bro. I need some stability in my life, bro. And then after that, I was like, man, should I go? Because I was during June. That was when I was also interviewing for jobs and stuff too.
That.
Yeah, you know that. Yeah.
Suit and tie?
Yeah, huh?
Suit and tie?
Yeah, suit and tie on Zoom. Just a suit and tie, but then no pants. I was in my boxers. I was in my boxers and shit.
My man's got the PSD underwear.
Yeah, but it was like that, and I was interviewing, but then my interviews were overlapping my shoots, so I was like, bro, I can't do this shit. So I dropped the interviews. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just continue this video stuff, see where it takes me, and then eventually all these opportunities start presenting themselves, and I just took them shits.
And now you're about to be in a position where you're basically making
exactly, yeah.
Pretty much matching it or even as more.
Yeah, matching or even a bit more. But
you're gonna be making more. Watch.
Yeah. Because
there's that rush though too.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like that rush of this uncomfortability.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
where I'd be at. Cause I'd be feeling uncomfortable at times, but at the same time,
you feel good though.
That rush.
It'd be psycho. I'd be I'm am I psychotic, bro? I like this shit.
It's just the rush of oh man, okay, I gotta do this. Okay,
bro. Literally, after I quit my job, the first, back then, back in November or December, I quit my job and it was so fucking funny. At 5 a.m. I woke up, right? I knew I didn't have a job. I was like, I don't got work today. No. So I went to the Schuylkill Banks. I just went for a run and a walk. At like 5 a.m. I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing right now? Like I literally watched the sunrise. I was like, bro, this is wild.
Entrepreneur
It's because I realized like I actually made a decision that I wanted to do, because like I lived most of my life like wanting to like make my parents proud and all that, like getting a job. Exactly. Yeah, you can't satisfy everyone. That's why I learned too. So like basically I just put my life into my own hands.
Yeah. It's a different teaching too. It's like they be thinking about like the older. Like,
they're older generation, so they're like, oh, you're not a doctor, you disappointed family and shit. Like nah.
Your parents, they know they want what's best for you, but they don't know.
They don't. Yeah, exactly.
Because they're not you. They don't know what you got.
And they're not part of this generation, like this new generation where like there's a million ways to make money. Yeah. Not just by getting a corporate job and like working 9 to 5 and shit. Like there's so many ways. Like if you just find like what you're passionate about, like you literally make money off that.
Yeah, bro, I deadass told my mom, like, I'm trying to be a photographer, videographer when I grow up. Yeah. She was like, is it gonna make you money though? Yeah. I'm like, hey yo. No, like, I mean at least money gonna come. Exactly, like, but can I just like pursue this?
Exactly. Yeah.
Now that she see I'm doing my thing, she all for it.
Yeah.
Not to talk bad on my mom, but I'm just like, she see that it's like worth it.
Yeah, they're all like that. Yeah, that's how.
She see that's worth the pursuit, so she's like off like.
Yeah, that's how I was at first, but then like. When I told my parents, I was like, yeah, I quit my job. I'm doing this video stuff. Like I knew they would be like mad at me about it, but then they're like, as long as you make money, you chilling.
Yeah, that's basically how my parents were too.
Yeah, like as long as you have good enough savings, you feed yourself. Oh, yeah. And you make money from doing whatever, then you chilling.
Shout out to the immigrant parents.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because like even though they wanted us to be something, I feel like that motivated us enough to be on that type of like, I'm trying to do my own thing. Exactly. Like, you feel me? Like,
because at a young age, you're already instilled with the concept of being something in life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna fill in that role. Exactly. It may not be to the vision they expected.
Right. No, I mean, I honestly I kind of blame my parents for this too, because like they're they're business owners. Yeah. They're business owners. So like my mom, she literally came over here from a fucking boat, opened like she orders shit from China and shit. And she started her first business in a flea market. She's like selling socks and shit.
She was doing Amazon FBA.
Yeah. That shit. Yeah, she saved up enough money and then she opened her own store. Yeah, so she owns like self-owned business and all that. And then my dad, he was building like houses for like frat groups and shit. Yeah. And like he was like building houses in University City. So I feel like my work ethic comes from them, because like
your mom came off a boat.
Exactly,
like, that's like inspiration.
Yeah, my mom and my dad. Like whenever I'm feeling like lazy or whatever, I'm like, bro,
just
like
think about that.
Yeah, I be thinking about that. I'm like, bro, that work like they went through the fucking struggle. Like that, like I have it good. Like when I struggle, I have it good. That type of drama. Like,
same thing with my mom, bro. She came through a war-torn country.
Yeah.
She been to prison. She got kidnapped.
Damn.
She was forced to run through like a. Yeah, so basically, my mom was, what was it? It was during like the Khmer Rouge. Basically, it was like, I don't know, just war.
Yeah.
It was like like some type of paramilitary group. Mm. It was basically trying to take over the country. They kidnap her. They'll put them through like these rice fields. Yeah. And they'll put mines.
They run.
So you don't know.
I've seen that drawn in movies.
Yeah, so like it's basically like a race.
Why are you laughing?
So like they'll put you on one end and you would have to run to the other. Yeah. And it's like whoever steps on the mine.
Isn't that Squid Games? Didn't they make a fucking show about that?
Something like that.
I mean, something like
that.
Like
the PG version.
That's fucked.
The PG version.
It was. I'll never forget it too, because like, you know, my mom was young at once. She was naive, but like she had like this pearl necklace. She dropped it and like it meant a lot to her, so she was like looking for it, and like she was basically walking towards like a mine, but luckily someone else, I mean that's kind of fucked up.
Luckily he said luckily,
but somebody else ran into it.
Oh
and
man,
she blew up on the spot.
She blew up.
Yeah.
She was trying to get the necklace.
Yeah.
That's like fucking crazy.
Luckily, somebody else stepped. You know, I mean, well, not luckily, but somebody else stepped on the mine.
I can't say luckily.
But it was just like, wow, it's just like,
crazy.
But then just think about that. I was like,
yeah,
I don't know. Just like for me, it's just like, yeah, there's no excuse to not like be something in life, because it's like, parents ain't coming here just to like for me to be like nobody.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Seriously.
Today's day and age, all the opportunities out in front of you. If you want to see it, you know what I mean? It's like, you can like feel bad for yourself if you're not in a good spot now, but it's like there's resources,
Yep.
free resources
Literally.
available to all of us. Pending,
Literally.
pending you have like a fucking smartphone. You know what I mean? I guess it, it could be tough, but if you have a damn iPhone, you can go on YouTube and you can acquire pretty much any skill that you want.
Shout
It's
out to YouTube.
crazy.
YouTube
Shout out to
University.
Dude,
YouTube
YouTube University, like
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Literally everything I freaking know right now, like most of it's from YouTube. Other people doing what I wanted to do, learning from them, taking what they did, trying to even do it better. That's literally the coaching that I do,
Yeah.
creating, a gym. I mean,
Yeah.
anything.
If you guys want to learn how to open a gym, go to CT_Whitney on Instagram.com. Instagram.com.
Right.
Instagram.
Yeah, CT_Whitney Instagram. He'll teach you how to open
will
a
drop
gym.
all the secrets.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you gotta help the people.
I just bought my guitar. I bought a guitar February of this year. Went on YouTube. I learned how to play the guitar.
There you go.
Boom.
Like,
Literally,
you can attest to
literally.
this, like,
in terms of just video editing, just YouTube.
YouTube.
Learning
bro.
how to edit, even
YouTube.
graphic design, just YouTube.
YouTube and then do it.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
YouTube it.
Take the initiative.
Yeah, and then actually go and put it into practice. Like,
Fun fact: I never wanted to be a videographer, photographer. I always wanted to be a graphic designer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
you do that. You do that.
Well, yeah. Now I do it. I probably won't start selling services though. I gotta get a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it the right
Respect
way. Yeah, I do it the right way.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like that.
All right. I think we
I feel like that was good.
that was good. And that was really good.
Lot of quality content, man. We're
Yeah.
giving you guys all the fucking keys. Make sure you bust out your notepads.
Yeah.
I think obviously we'll wrap it up there. We've been on for like an hour or so. We know some of you guys don't have attention spans, but
Right.
we definitely got to get you guys back. Obviously, congrats on 1096 Studios.
Thank
We'll
you,
obviously
thank you.
keep everyone updated on that. We'll have you back on.
Shout out your Instagram. Shout out your Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Achino, Instagram, AYACHINO.
There you go.
Jay's Vito, JAYSVITO.
Oh yeah.
And at 1096
Yeah,
Studios.
Yeah.
TEN 96.
96.
And what's in the future for y'all?
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna. So I'm kind of like restarting my career. I want to get into like being an actual like director. Like, I know for me, like when I started, like obviously I was saying like I always wanted to do music videos. I think about like now since we have the studio, I want to re-pursue that. I want to start making like actual like commercials. So yeah, the goal is just to like just rebrand, like not rebrand myself, but like start from the ground back up. So like I'm just trying to reach out to a lot of directors, get on set, do a lot of free work.
There you go.
Just like just like make like a reinvestment into my career. So that's why
Work your way up.
At
Work
the
your
end
way
of
up.
Free work. Be like,
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
collab.
no, but like,
Yeah, no.
get back in the mud and just
Yeah,
go
yeah,
through
yeah.
it because it's like
Build your way back up.
Yeah,
because it's like once you start getting to like those big budget commercial shoots, it's a whole different world. You know what I mean? You're dealing with like 5 figures, like
Yeah.
starting at 5-figure budgets. You know,
Yeah.
you're dealing with many people, different roles. So yeah, I'm pretty much starting my career like getting into that. At
There
the
you
end
go.
of the year, I want to like do like a big commercial for like a big client.
Hey, okay. There you go.
Yeah,
How
going
about
off
you?
of
Jay?
him too, it's like definitely I'm trying. My focus is on 1096 Studios.
There you go.
You feel me? Like
And also
heavy,
growing that.
heavy on that. You know, yeah, we're just trying to do a lot. You know, we're just trying to do a lot dealing with the studio and dealing with the studio too. Like we're just meeting a lot of just new people, just in general. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
And also work
But-
on the 2.0.
Mm.
Yeah. Because right now we're basically kind of like Conchi. We're in beta mode. Doing
Yeah.
everything. We're kind of making all the mistakes.
yeah, for sure,
It'd be like
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, I mean that's pretty much the plan.
Dope. Sick. Thank you guys for coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you for having us.
Yes, of
Thank you.
course. Until next time.
Peace.